Good afternoon, guys. Friday afternoon before July 4th. We're out at the North Lawrence support site. We're going to walk around here and take a look at the improvements that they've done. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can turn this camera around if we're able to. I'm so new at this stuff. Here we go. All right. So let me go over here and I want to show you this lock real quick, because what they've done is they put a fire safety lock on the gate back here. They got their nice no trespassing sign. And what this is called here, it's a Knox lock. Okay, and what that is that's one where the fire department, they have a master key that opens this. Now, the issue is it doesn't look like there's going to be egress left if there's something going on at that end of the camp and they can't get out this way because of that lock there. We're going to need fire department here to open that up for them so that they can escape the emergency. But the reality of that fire lock is the tone deafness of putting that thing out there right now. I mean, if they want to put that lock out there later when they've secured the camp, you know, okay, we probably wouldn't holler about the optics of it, but check this out. You can just walk right through if you want. You don't need to worry about that lock. Yeah, you can just walk right through here. I'm gonna walk around here and show you all the different places where there's problems here, but we put out this nice new Knox lock and make it seem more like a lockdown situation than a support site. And the reality is they're talking about making this stuff take until December while they talk about it, and they keep talking about it. I wonder if the city, when it gets cold and things are really turning bad out here and Michael decides to start doing propane again, I wonder if the city's really gonna prevent him from providing heat to people in the winter. I wonder if that will really happen. But check this out. Here's your kind of nice little rickety-dink fence here. This one they stood back up because it had been on the ground so long. This one here we've already kind of, looks like it's already kind of been busted through. Go along and you can see the kind of rinky-dink stuff they put on here. And you know, how did I put it? You can't dress up a turd was the way one of the workers put it. You know, this, you can see how the fence is just kind of mangled. And down here, I think I saw a minute ago that there's a hole. It won't take much to cut through on through that. And let's see, but you know, the Knox lock up there, it's kind of cool. And it's all pretty and everything, makes everybody feel good about safety, right? Everybody on the city side. So this is one of the fellas putting up the fence. We're not going to put him on video because he's a private person out here working. This is a city issue, not his issue. But we're going to lock this puppy down. As you can see here, they're going to come all the way out and around here, putting in all kinds of new fencing here on private property too, which is kind of interesting. But then we come on around the back here and they're finally fixing it up. Finally. Now that one's still open there. Looks like we're going to go ahead and extend the fence all the way around and back. But you know, they got that nice Knox lock out there and they leave all these gaps. How about we fix the gaps before we put up the Knox lock? Because if we're just putting up a lock and we're not going to fix the real problems that are causing people to get in here, what kind of tone deaf response is that, and what kind of message does it send to people? And it's, you know, as soon as I go live, Mitch takes off. That's kind of funny. Mitch was here until I went live and then he took off. That's kind of hilarious. Ron's gone today. Apparently he has some kind of family emergency. You know, Ron, I'd feel bad for you, but it sounds like these problems run in your family, doesn't it? So there's just more information coming out about you as we go along. Lots of arrests. You're the guy out here running this site for vulnerable people, and you got fraud charges. You spent more time in jail than I have, and you want to talk crap. 180 days up in Johnson County. I've lived here 33 years. Ask the sheriff's department how many days I've spent in their jail. I think you're going to come down to about 4 hours, and that was this past arrest. That's not, I don't think it's going to go very far. But not 180 days, buddy. But let's treat these guys like prisoners. And the other thing that's gone on here, this is a whole site, and these people had worked together. And we had supplied heat to both sides. And the city has decided to segregate all this. Now that tent right there, you can see that first tent. That's a woman that's in a wheelchair. Now these bathrooms here are always a problem.
Yeah.
And they put that ADA bathroom all the way up at the front. And the ADA rep came out here and gave them money out of his ADA fund to put down these mats like a couple weeks ago. It took extra phone calls and more excuses to get that taken care of by the HID division. They had the money to do it, but they decided not to. And if they're not going to do it, why are we out here? But again, you got your nice lock, but you keep leaving your holes. What are we doing out here, guys? It's tone deaf stuff. And we need to not have this stuff going on anymore.
I need you to do a video with me
So
you get more help.
And yeah, we'll just end up here with this Knox lock. Let everybody take a look there.
Really
That's what we're doing here.
If you let me do a video.
That's what we're doing here, guys. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Thanks.
I need to say something to the work in here.
Making everything.